we can say this is have. So number 1, we've saved our documents. We've saved our documents. So we is the subject, contracted with have, so we've, the VE, and saved is the past participle of save. So we've saved our documents. Number 2, he's made a mess. He's made a mess. Okay, so he is the subject, so it's he has, and it's been contracted there to say he's, and the past participle is made, which in its basic form is make. So he's made a mess. Number 3, I've put the speakers on the shelf. I've put the speakers on the shelf. So the subject is I, so it's I have, becomes I've put. Although it's the same as its basic form, it's still the past participle, put. I've put the speakers on the shelf. And number 4, she has printed her homework. So no contraction there, we've got the subject, she has printed. Okay, print in the past is printed. She has printed her homework. Okay, so there's how to use present perfect for the affirmative. Let's try another exercise together. This time, we need to fill in the blanks. So we've been given the verb in its base form. You need to change it to past participle and add the have or the has, whether it's in contraction form or not. So let's have a look. We've got a conversation between 2 children and their mum. The first one is Tom. Can we play with our friends outside now? Mum says, have you finished everything? Tom, yes, there's the have, I've finished my homework. Okay, so we've been given the verb finish. We add ed to give it the past participle. I've finished my homework. Next one is print. I print it. So we need to add have. So it's I've. Print becomes printed. I've printed it. Yes, I've finished my homework and I've printed it. Mum, what about Sophie? Tom, she save hers. All right, so she, we need to add has. Okay, we can contract it to she's. So she's save becomes saved. She's saved hers on a memory stick. Sophie. And we log off. And we log off. So we becomes we've, we have, and we've logged off. We add the ed and double the g to log to make it past participle. And we've logged off, and we turn off. So what do we say? We say, and we've turned off the printer. Mum, very good. You can go outside and play now. Okay? So you can see there, I've finished my homework and I've printed it. She has saved hers and we've logged off and we've turned off the printer. So have or has, past participle. So that's how to do the present perfect affirmative. So how about questions, answers and negatives? Let's have a look. Have you seen my new speakers? Okay, so we've still got have. When we ask a question, it comes first, then the subject, have you, then the past participle, so seen, the past of see. Have you seen my new speakers? So have, subject, PP. No, I haven't. So have not becomes haven't. Please show me. Has she done her homework? Yes, she has. But she hasn't printed the document. Okay, so very simple. We just switch the order around. For questions, have comes first, subject, past participle. For negative answers, we can start with no, subject, and then have, not, haven't. No, I haven't. For positive answers, the same thing. Yes, subject, has or have. Yes, she has. Okay, so very simple there. And just a reminder, see in its past form is seen. It's irregular. And do in its past form is done. Again, irregular. So let's try an activity together. Here we've got a list of Ryan's chores. Ryan's chores, things he has to do around the house. In green are the things that he's done. In red are the things that he hasn't done. So let's ask the questions and answer them using the present perfect. So the first one is tidy room, and it's in green. So it's done. So let's start with asking the question, have you tidied your room? He has, so his answer would be, yes, I have. Number 2. Have you done your homework? Yes, I have. Now you try number 3. Wash the dishes. Not done. Have a think. Ask your friend. Wash the dishes. So the verb is wash. So we need to change that to the past. Add the ed. The question is, have you washed the dishes? And the answer is no, I haven't. Number 4, make lunch. So make becomes made. Have you made lunch? Yes, I have. And number 5, put clothes away. Put clothes away. Now this one, we can actually add the subject in between put and clothes to indicate whose clothes they are. So the question would be, have you put your clothes away? Have you put your clothes away? And it's in red, so the answer is no, I haven't. Okay, so there's how to ask questions and answer them using the present perfect. Now let's try and make some sentences based on what Ryan has and hasn't done. So we can say, he has tidied his room and done his homework, but he hasn't washed the dishes. He has made lunch, but he hasn't put his clothes away. Okay? Well done. Now let's read a poem together, which gives lots of examples of the present perfect. And it's called, I've Really Tried. I've really tried. I've tried to print my work. I've turned the printer on. There's paper in the printer, but something's wrong. Have you saved your work on a memory stick? Have you moved the mouse and remembered to click? You haven't checked the printer. It needs more ink. Look at the ink button. Can you see it blink? I tried to print my work, but something was wrong. There wasn't any ink, and that was what was wrong. Okay, so let's have a quick look again and see if you can pick out the present perfect tense. I've tried to print my work. Have tried. I've tried to print my work. I've turned the printer on. I have turned the printer on. Have you saved your work